Hi, Taurus rising sign. Here is your weekly forecast starting on the 7th of April until the 11th of April. I think this week is arguably more intense than for any other sign for you. There's a breaking point that is happening in your first house as well as your 12th house, the house of subconscious. You are standing somehow at the center of the kind of like an earthquake. So let's just break it down for you. Firstly, take a deep breath. You have been holding the weight of the world on your shoulders for a long time, trying to keep everything stable. But this week, the stars are telling you it's okay to let it crack. So from April 7th to the 11th, we are seeing a massive identity reset that is going to change how you show up in the world the rest of the year of 2026. And this breaking point is due to Uranus being on 29 degree, sitting together with weeping sisters, as well as asteroid Lilith moving into the sign of Taurus. That's your first house, the physical body, your appearance, the mask that you wear. Uranus has been in your sign for years, shaking things up, but now it's at the very last degree, sitting on that weeping sisters, which is pretty much telling you that you have reached a point where you have to say, you know what, I can't pretend to be this version of myself anymore. Maybe it's a style you have outgrown, maybe a job title that feels like a cage, maybe this is a relationship, maybe you have been people pleasing. And Lilith is telling you that you have to be wild. You might suddenly want to change your hair, your clothes, or simply start saying no to things that don't serve your comfort, or saying no to people because you are moving somehow from this stable Taurus to more of a sovereignty type of Taurus. Apollo re-enters your fourth house. It's been there since December 2025. Well, it shifted back into Cancer in March, but now it's going back into Leo and it's going to stay there until July. Maybe things have felt a bit heavy or messy at home. And the light is kind of coming back. You might find the inspiration to finally finish that home renovation, resolve a lingering issue with a family member. You are reclaiming your throne within your own four walls. It's about feeling proud of where you come from, where you live, and who you become as well. Also, Mars enters Aries this week as well, which is your 12th house. And for most people, Mars in Aries is very loud, but for you, it's a bit more internal. You are going to feel this massive surge of energy to finish things, to kind of cut things out of your karmic life. This is not necessarily about starting a public project. It's time to actually cut the cords with the past. And you might find yourself finally having the courage to face a fear and self-sabotaging habits. You know, this is a power behind the scenes. So you can use this energy for therapy, deep cleaning your life, working on secret project that maybe the world is not ready for yet. Watch out for vivid dreams. They are trying to tell you something. Even we have got the Mercury Pallas Athene conjunction happening in your eighth house, the house of long-term goals and community. Maybe you have been confused about certain friendships or a group project since February or your long-term goals. And then now the strategy is becoming clearer. So you see exactly who is on your team, who isn't, who you should be hanging out with, what goals to go towards. And maybe you even find a brilliant kind of like out of the box way to reach your major life goal. This is a puzzle, and where do I fit in that puzzle? And then the puzzle finally gets solved. So for you, Taurus, I would say that maybe it's time to allow the crying to happen if it needs to. It's clearing the way for that new you. Something, like it's okay to be like cracking, right? It's okay because, like I said, you have been carrying the weight of the world for a while. And maybe it feels like that, everyone kind of counted on you. You had to be making the money. You didn't have any support. Taurus is about support, but you have to be protecting your energy. You have to be doing the deep soul work right now. And don't feel guilty if you need a bit of a rest. Claim that power. And maybe you need to be paying attention to conversations with a friend. Solutions that you have been looking for are kind of like in dialogue with others. So, are you feeling this shatter somehow in your personal life or maybe in your career right now? Let me know in the comments below. But this is a week for us. Let's support each other. Um, and share your thoughts because it might be able to help others to overcome their own challenges. So good luck, Taurus rising sign, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.